schedule a meeting today from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. called client meeting. And if I go back to my calendar right now, you can see that I have a meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. called client meeting, and this workflow took me less than 5 minutes to create. And the reason is I utilized something called N8N MCPs, so MCP clients. Usually when we are building workflows in N8N, we use something called call my workflow. So we have this workflow that takes users inquiry and then it calls upon other AI agents to accomplish the task. And there are two problems with this approach. The first problem is that it's time consuming. So this AI agent needs to be provided with some instructions to know what to do with all these tools and with the user's inquiry. Also, it adds a failure point. So basically, this AI agent can make mistakes and use the wrong tool, especially as you add more and more tools. The second approach that uses MCPs is the following. So the one that I just showed you, basically we get the user inquiry and then we use MCP client tools. So MCPs are gonna call on MCP server, and the MCP server is connected to our desired tools. And as you can see, the MCP server does not require any instructions, which means you do not need to spend time telling the AI agent what to do. And it also means that there are less opportunities for mistake on the side of you or the AI agent. So with that being said, let's see how we can create similar workflows in N8N. So first thing we need to grab is an MCP server. So MCP server trigger is the first thing we want to grab, and then we want to add some tools to our MCP server. And basically I'm just going to add some calendar tools. The first tool I'm going to add is to create events, and I'm just going to use my default calendar, and for the start time we let the AI decide, for the end time we let the AI decide, and we add some fields. And I like to usually add a summary field that gets filled by the AI, as well as a description tool that's also gonna get filled by our AI. So I'm gonna provide all these, and then I'm gonna save this one, save. And also I'm gonna add another calendar tool, this time to delete events already existing in our calendar. So basically I'm gonna change create to delete, and from list I'm gonna just choose my default calendar, and event ID is just gonna be created by the AI, and that's it. So now that we have done that, I'm gonna activate this workflow, and then I'm gonna go to production URL and I'm gonna click on the URL, so it's gonna save it to my clipboard. The next thing is to create the main AI agent. So I'm just gonna say AI agent, and this is gonna give us the agent plus the message trigger. So I'm just gonna connect it to open AI chat model, and I'm gonna give it a memory. A simple memory works, and then I'm gonna give it a MCP tool, so MCP client tool, and here I'm just gonna paste the endpoint I got from our MCP server earlier. So I'm just gonna paste that in, and you don't need to touch this, you do not need to touch this. And for this one, you can select which tools you wanna enable your MCP to use. So I'm gonna click on selected, and here I can say delete, or I can say create. You can add whatever you want, but here in this video I just want to use all of them. So I'm going to delete this, and I'm just going to say all, and then I'm going to go back here and I'm going to save this, and now I can chat with my workflow. And I'm going to ask the same question, but I'm going to change the time. So schedule, so let's say a schedule. Oh, actually before doing that, we need to provide a massive user prompt to our AI agent, so system message. and I want to provide the following system message. So if I go back here, I'm just going to copy what I had earlier, and basically I'm telling it to use the MCP tools to do all the things we need to do with the calendar, and also I'm giving it the today's time. So if I expand this, at the end I'm just going to tell it what time is it at the moment, so what is today's date, and then we are ready to run this workflow. Okay, so schedule a time from 3 to 5 p.m. called meeting with client. Okay, and then it's going to be sent through our workflow, and if I go back to my calendar, it's from 3 to 5 and it's called meeting with the clients. And as you see, it's going to take me way less time than it would if I would just create another AI agent to handle the clients. So these are MCP servers. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment sections. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and have a great day.